Under the scorching sunlight of a summer afternoon in a small town by Lake Erie, Ohio, I sat next to Grandpa Henry on the old rocking chair. He sipped his black coffee, eyes gazing far into the swaying cornfields in the wind. Suddenly, he turned to me, his voice deep and full of life. "Grandson, life isn't a marathon in tattered shoes. Never just cling to money. Turn it into a seed. Let it sprout and grow like those corn stalks out there." His words left me speechless. Everyone says, save money, save for tomorrow, but he laughed heartily and told me his own journey, a story of shattered dreams, long nights of hunger, and the moment he learned to turn fear into an asset. In that rural town, Grandpa Henry was once known as the old dreamer that everyone shook their heads at. He didn't dive into the grind of busy farms or the nearby factories. Instead, every morning, he'd sit on the porch of our weathered wooden house, a hand-rolled cigarette in hand, eyes lost in the horizon. "One day, I'll open a little diner by the lake," he'd mutter. "One day, I'll buy a truck for hauling goods. One day, I'll be rich enough so the family never worries about the next meal." But that one day hung in the air like autumn mist because he only dreamed and never lifted a finger to act. At first, the neighbors chuckled behind his back. Then they got used to it, leaving only pitying glances mixed with worry. Grandma Mary, the resilient woman with calloused hands from scrubbing and cooking, tried to shoulder the family alone. She worked extra shifts at the local diner, bringing home leftovers and a meager paycheck. One late evening, with the oil lamp flickering on her tired face, she sat beside him, her voice gentle but firm. "Henry, your dreams are as beautiful as a painting, but we don't live on drawings. Hunger turns dreams into nightmares. We need real money, real action, right now." He just nodded, whispering, "I know, Mary. They'll be away, I promise." But days turned to months, months to years. Bills piled up like snowdrifts, the fridge grew emptier, and worry loomed over our little home like a dark cloud. Then came a bone-chilling winter night with the lake wind howling through the door cracks. The little grandson, a scrawny boy with big round eyes, shuffled over to him barefoot on the cold wooden floor, his stomach growling fiercely. "Grandpa, do we have any ham sandwiches today?" Grandma opened the fridge, just a few thin slices of cheese and a withered apple. No bread, no cold cuts, nothing. Grandpa Henry's heart clenched like a fist. He pulled the boy into his lap, tears streaming down his wrinkled cheeks. That night, his dreams shattered completely. He realized dreaming is just a pretty shell, but to feed a family, you need working hands and a clear mind. The next morning, Grandpa Henry did something unimaginable. He rose before dawn, threw on his threadbare jacket, and headed to the fields. He begged for work as a laborer on a nearby wheat farm. The summer sun scorched his skin, the winter winds sliced like knives. He toiled from sunrise to sunset. His shoulders sagged under the weight of hoes and shovels. His back ached like it had been hammered. His hands bled from fresh calluses. Each evening, he dragged himself through the door, so exhausted he could only collapse into a chair. Grandma cooked sparse meals, sometimes canned bean soup, sometimes a slice of toast with a pat of butter. The grandson would rush over, eyes sparkling. "Grandpa, what'd you bring home today?" He'd pull out a crumpled wad of small bills. "Not much, kid, but enough to keep us going." But harsh reality hit fast. The money he earned melted away like snow in the sun, paying debts, buying medicine, patching the leaky roof. Problems stacked up, and the family still struggled. Saving felt like a distant fantasy. One afternoon at the local general store, he overheard old-timers chatting. "The key to surviving is saving, boys. Hoard every penny, and you'll rest easy tomorrow." Those words planted a seed in his soul. That night, he dug out an old tin box from the garage and hid it under the bed. Every Saturday, after payday, he'd drop in a few crumpled dollar bills. Ting ting! The clink of metal was like a hopeful tune. The grandson discovered it one day, exclaiming, "Grandpa, what's this secret box?" He smiled kindly. "This is our future, son. Tomorrow will be brighter." Saving wasn't easy. He patched his holey rubber boots, refused a new coat despite the brutal winters. Meals thinned out, veggie salads instead of steak, water instead of soda. Grandma grumbled now and then. "Henry, what's the point of hoarding cash when we're all starving in plain sight?" He stayed patient. "You'll see soon, Mary, just a bit longer." Months passed, and the tin box grew heavy. Grandpa Henry felt steadier, like he had a wall against life's storms. Then the day arrived. They drove the rickety old truck to the weekend farmer's market. He plunked the box of money on the counter, beaming. "I'll take 5 bags of corn seeds and some fertilizer." The vendor counted it twice, shaking his head. "Prices are skyrocketing, old-timer. Inflation's jacked everything up. This'll only get you 3 bags. Grandpa Henry froze. The money he'd scrimped and saved had lost its power, worthless as scrap paper in a flood of rising costs. Life weighed heavy again, hope as fragile as a thread. One chilly autumn evening, he sat on the porch watching neighbors drive by. Mr. Jones with a basket of fresh backyard veggies, Mrs. Smith with a jug of milk from her small herd. They laughed and chatted, unburdened by worry. Suddenly, a tiny idea sparked in his mind, small but sharp as a sickle. He turned to the grandson beside him. "What if we got some chicks?" This time, no waiting for one day. He acted at once. With the leftover cash from the box, he bought a small crate from the neighboring farm, a handful of scrawny hens with ruffled feathers. The boy whooped and danced around the makeshift coop. "Grandpa, now we've got our own egg printer." At first, just 1 egg a day trickled in. They'd boil one for breakfast, sell the extras cheap to neighbors. The money from that first egg bought another hen, then 2 more. Slowly, the flock grew, eggs piling up in baskets. Grandpa Henry started jotting notes in an old notebook, every egg sold, every dollar earned from trades at the local market. Neighbors flocked over, buying eggs and asking for tips. The wooden house buzzed with laughter now, the smell of fried eggs on toast wafting through the air. He worked harder than ever, but this time for his own future, not vague fantasies, but reality blooming before his eyes. For the first time, he felt true pride, like the first corn shoot reaching for the sun. One Sunday morning, he held a still warm egg in his hand and passed it to the grandson. "Look at this, son, a tiny egg like that, but it's stronger than a box full of cash. Money can evaporate with inflation, vanish in tough times, but use it wisely, invest in something that multiplies, and it'll grow like our chickens, like life itself." The boy hugged him tight, grinning. "So you're not the old dreamer anymore, Grandpa?" Grandpa wiped away tears, laughing. "No more, son. I learned a hard lesson. Don't just lock money away like treasure in a safe. Let it flow. Let it create new value. Saving is the foundation, but investing builds the house." From then on, Grandpa Henry shared his tale around town, reminding folks, hoarding money without growth is like caging a bird. Pretty, but it'll wither. Use it to build something, even a small chicken coop, and it'll expand over time. That was the lesson that changed his life, and today I share it so you can apply it too. Don't just save, invest, let your money grow. One small step today could make you the boss of tomorrow. If this story resonates with you, support us by subscribing to the Deep Life Stories channel for more profound lessons from real life. Like and share. Together, we'll turn dreams into reality.